Hello, this is Manesh Patel from EII Capital Group. Today is April 14th, 2011. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the currency market. It's been a while since we've done the video. The reason why is we typically take off in August due to all the volatility that occurs. And you could see that it has been occurring. And these are the times usually you go on vacation. However, a lot of people have been emailing me and say, oh, can you please post? So we're going to go ahead and take it off for this month and go ahead and release a video. As normal, this is our normal disclaimer to state this is for educational use only. All charts that you're going to see are either Thinkorswim TradeStation or freestockcharts.com. Here are my contact details. You can follow us on ichimokutrade.com, access any of our free Ichimoku videos out there, or you can follow us on Twitter at Ichimoku Trading. Okay, now let's go straight to the charts. Let's go look at EURUSD. Okay, let's remove these things that we're showing people and remove this and clean this up a little. So if you remember, if you look on your left hand side, this is the weekly chart. On the right hand side, basically this is your daily chart. If you look at the EURUSD in both the daily and weekly, it's really nothing's been going on at all. Nothing really at all until you sit there. You got to break these levels here, and we're going to draw them out here. 1.4449 to the top side, and then kind of waiting down here at 1.4088. So this has been ranging pretty much in a big swing, a high volatile fashion, just going sideways. You can see from the weekly, it's just going to be going slowly sideways, going downwards as far as the daily is concerned. But you can see that this is going downward, down, 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 down. However, it is at a major support right now, and it has held, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. But honestly, EURUSD probably has about one more month to sit there and start moving upwards. If not, this thing's going to probably consolidate for another 3 to 6 months. So we got to wait and see what happens there. Let's go to US SWITSI. This has been the most famous one out there, and you can see why on the weekly time frame. You can see it's still trending downwards. It's entering a minor pullback right now. Next resistance level on the higher time frame is going to be 82.86. As far as the daily is concerned, you could see it's gone above a resistance value of 7,800. It broke above that. It's got to stay above that, but the support basically is going to be at 74.92. So yeah, I think this is going to sit there and pull back, at least get to 82.86 at least. So that's about 300 pip run, or probably 300 pip run. This thing has a potential going to the top side, but you never know. Remember, if you're going to take that 300 pip run to the top side, you're going against a major trend on the weekly time frame. So be very, very careful before you engage in that at all. Let's go look at Australian CAD here, and let's put this in here. And you could see here from the clean chart on the weekly time frame, it's just consolidating here. Looks like a little breakup up here, but that's not confirmed at all right now. So this week's going to tell everything in the USCAD. But USCAD finally got back to 1. It does have a potential of breaking out and starting a trend to the top side, at least for another 200 or 300 pips higher if it breaks 1, which is the kind of the neutral area. To the bottom side, the support area is going to be 97.08. Okay, US yen. It's been another one a lot of people have been looking at. It's kind of here at the bottom, retested the low. A lot of people said you couldn't pretty much go retest this low here. We did it, and we're holding our ground here. The government really hasn't intervened yet, and every time they do, it's not holding at all because the government's doing it by itself. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. As far as the daily is concerned, even though double bottom, it's kind of showing that it's going to sit there and at least try to get to 78.27 in the near, probably this week or next week. That's what it's looking like, but you never know because there's still a momentum to the bearish side. But as this goes sideways more, it's taking the bear momentum out and pushing it more towards the bullish side. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Australian USD. You can see from the weekly time frame a little movement down here, kind of like a little stop run almost here, and then it came back. If you look at the daily time frame, the sentiment is bearish, and believe it or not, if it breaks 1.0502, then this is just going to be in a consolidation mode. If it holds the 1.502 and it holds that as a major resistance level and then starts making its way down below 1, this thing can sit there and start a bearish trend to the downside, so be very careful there. New Zealand USD, which is being another hot commodity, not currency, if you look at it on the weekly time frame, sat there still going up. It got to a major support of 79.77, held, and it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens here. But this hasn't gone a major pullback at all right now. It's done a medium pullback, so it'll be interesting to see. Short-term resistance is going to be 84.03, and support is going to be 8,000. So we got to wait and see what happens around those levels there. Let's see, I think we've covered a majority of them. Let's go look at EURCAD. If you look at EURCAD, just consolidating here on the weekly time frame, and just making a note here, support level, resistance level is 42.77, and support level is going to be 33.88 as far as the weekly is concerned. If you look at the daily time frame, we shrink this up a little. It looks like its sentiment is bullish. It's not trending at all yet. It's got to break above 1.4400 to start a upward trend to the long side. If it does, then this can sit there and probably trend for another 500 to 1,000 pips if this sits there and starts the momentum to the top side. And I definitely would look for that in the near-term future of looking breaking 42.77. If it does, definitely start looking at this even more seriously. Australia, New Zealand. Look at this one. You can see that this basically started a trend downwards. It's in desperate need of a pullback up right now. And you can see from the daily time frame, it's going downwards here for the last couple of days, especially in August. It's just kind of being swided sideways, consolidating here. But this is still a bearish trend, so be very careful on trying to go counter trend or even trying to go short right now, because it's in desperate need of a pullback as far as the weekly is concerned. So patience is the key as far as that's concerned. Let's go look at Euro Australian, the last currency pair. You could look at Euro Australian. There's nothing really going as far as the weekly is concerned. It's just consolidating. And if you look at the levels here, 42.02 is basically the major resistance level, and 1.3000 is a major support level. So that's a big area of consolidation for this currency. And right now, if you look at this on the daily time frame, it's at a minor support level right now. Major support level is going to be at 35.93, and resistance level is going to be 42.50. So those are going to be the levels there. So just be patient and remember, be very picky right now, especially to the end of this month, and then you can see exactly what you want to do. But be very picky right now because the markets are swinging in high volatile factions, and trends that you normally would think that are going to start trending go up a couple of pips and then they reverse. So be very picky with what you choose, and be careful of trading, and good luck. Thank you.